Hello gamers, my name is Seated Gamer and welcome back to the booster openings. We got another Battle for Zendikar for you today. Let's just crack right in. Uh, you would phone, you would. Alright. Okay. Note yourself, mute my phone at all times. So, starting off, Tajuru's Stalwart, 2 and a green for a 0-1 with Converge. It enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each colour of mana spent to cast it. Most of the green cards aren't really that good for limited, but this guy can be okay if you just splash a bit of green in for him. He's not bad. Incubator Drone, 3 and a blue for a 2/3 with Devoid. When he enters, get a Scion. Scions have sack this creature, add 1 colourless to your mana pool. This guy's fine. He's a Scionmaker in blue. There's a few of them. He's not quite as good as the what's the flying guy? I can't remember. Sky Spawner. Sky Spawner's really good. Moving on, we got a Culling Drone, 1 and a black Eldrazi Drone, 2/2 with Ingest. He's fine. He's a 2/2. He does 2/2 things. Seek the Wilds. 1 and a green sorcery. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You reveal a creature or land card from among them and put it into your hand. The rest go on the bottom of your library in any order. Also fine, I guess. It can find you a creature in the late game, land in the early game. Helps you. It does say any land card, so if you do have one of those, or any kind of non-basic land, it can get that. So that can be helpful. I don't really use it that often in draft, but yeah. Next up, we've got Outnumber. Single red instant. Outnumber deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures you control. This is a pretty good thing for the white-red rally ally decks. It can do some serious damage to even one of the big Eldrazi's if you get it out. If it's led enough in the game and you've made enough allies, that can do some real damage. Moving on, we've got a Kite Sale Scout. 1 white for a 1/1 core scout with flying. This is basically just a Suntail Hawk core edition. It's always annoying that these guys, like the white flyers, aren't allies. Like this guy, and there's a 2/2 for 3, I think, with flying, that isn't an ally. Bit annoying. Speaking of guys that are allies though, Shatter Skull Recruit. 3 red for a giant warrior ally with Menace. 4/4. He's not bad. He's a 4/4 that triggers all your rally stuff and has Menace. Pretty good if you've got the haste guy, the Chasm Guide. Moving on, Core Castigator, 1 and a white for a 3/1 ally, can't be blocked by Scions. He's a good, cheap ally that can actually trade up rather well. You can get a few things. He can't be blocked by Scions, but he can still block Scions in case that is ever necessary. Moving on, we've got a Ghostly Sentinel. 4 and a white for a 3/3 with flying and vigilance. It's a core spirit. This is not the guy I was talking about earlier, but it's still annoying that he isn't an ally. Anyways, Benthic Infiltrator, 2 and a blue for a 1/4 with ingest and unblockable. This guy is really good, especially if you're going the processor route. Even if you're not, then it's a 1/4 for 3 that can always get in some damage and take the top card off their library, which can be pretty good. But moving on. Angel of Renewal, we've hit the uncommons. This guy is a flying with ally. 5 and a white, Angel ally 4/4. With flying, when it enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature you control, and this guy does count as one of those creatures. That's the thing you got to remember with enter the battlefield triggers. It does count the creature that entered the battlefield to trigger it. Moving on. Pathway Arrows. Single colorless, or single generic mana, I should say. For an artifact equipment, the equipped creature has pay 2 and tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature. If a colorless creature is dealt damage this way, tap it, and it equips for 2 mana. It's not really my favorite, but it does okay in a pinch. Bladdered Gorge is a non-basic land which you can search for with your Seek the Wilds. It taps to add 1 No, this one's colorless mana. 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. You can pay 4 and a red and tap it and sacrifice it to deal 2 damage to target creature or player. This has saved my life a couple times in some drafts. Not very often though. This should be our rare, I think. Yes. Oh, I haven't got one of this guy before. Desolation Twin. Costs 10 for a 10/10. And when you cast it, you get another 10/10. The thing is, you can't counter the second 10/10 that you make just from casting this guy. So this guy is actually pretty good. He's not bad. I've never actually pulled one in a draft, so I can't say what he's like in limited, but yeah, he's a 10/10 for 10 that makes it 10/10. He's not bad. What have we got for our land? We got the Adam Powet. It's a plains. It's a plains. It does plains things. And we have a Scion. So yeah, not too shabby. Got a rare that I haven't gotten before from this set, and I've drafted a lot, so that's saying something. Yeah, that's going to be it for this one. So I'll see you next time for some more booster openings. Bye bye.